Hey baby dolls, welcome back. Today we're going to look at Doge. But to understand Doge, we have to understand what's going on with Elon Musk. Elon Musk, I've got a Twitter post here. Let's read it together. Tesla is moving towards its order block of friendship. So an order block is just, I like to put stuff on a weekly chart and you just see where the market kind of stops. Let's make this a different color. You see the market where it kind of stops, and it's not a guarantee that you revisit it, but there's a very, very, very high likelihood if the market stops, it comes back down, and it just likes to fill these areas. I don't know why it happens. I don't know why, but it even happens in crypto. This is just something I've noticed, and the higher the time frame, the more important it is. Okay, so that's what we mean, and this is like really devastating for Tesla. I mean, this equivalent was $360. This is a stock, man. Going down here is like devastating. That is about a 75 to 79% drop for a stock. Like for a stock with like real company and real car, and they're on TV and everyone's shilling it, and there's funds that are automatically buy it. Like this is huge. This is not just like, you know, someone dumping on Uniswap, right? So let's go back to it. Price is about to go to the $90 to $120 zone. That would bring the total drawdown of about 80% from the top. And Tesla is still not worth a buy because crypto will go up faster and easier when it's time. So we understand, right? You get the picture. Tesla bad. Tesla bad. And it's going to take some time for it to weed out the area, right? So now we're going to look at DOGECOIN. DOGECOIN is very, very, very special. And most people don't even know why it's special, okay? Once again, highest value content on YouTube. You gotta understand this, all right? And on Twitter, of course. Let's go back to the previous bear market, 2015. Let's say you could get filled at 1 unit here for Doge, right? The very, very, very bottom is 160x. Let's just say you got around the middle. Up to the top, you get about an 89, 90x, okay? So this is absolutely phenomenal. All right, let's write it down. 90x. Absolutely phenomenal. But then something special happened. Then Elon Musk did the unthinkable. He chose Doge to be his chosen meme, okay? If we get the middle and we see how far Doge went up again, 338x your money. This is absolutely insane. And you know what? Because it's so insane, we're going to have a dark green background. Wow. Wow. And you're thinking, okay, so what? No, not so what. You got to think, what happened to diminishing returns? What happened here? What happened here? What happened up here? We did not have diminishing returns. This is why 2021 cycle will be marked by the Dogecoin cycle. The DOGECOIN, the meme cycle. It was the meme cycle. It is the meme cycle. I did not know during that time that it was that. I thought the memes were just getting started and the good stuff would pump later. But unfortunately, no. The memes were the cycle. That's why it's so hard when you're in it to believe that, oh, this is the end, you know? Because you just see a party in the side of the room and you're like, oh, the party's just getting started. No, the party's over. And you're not invited anymore. And your bags are about to crash 90%. So that's very unfortunate, right? But the power of memes. The Dogecoin pump was 338x. It overpowered the previous one. You know, I know so many people, myself included, when they got in, like we all thought, man, okay, it's done now. It's done, right? Because, you know, like it did 90x the previous cycle. Yeah, this is going to give it 10 to 20x, whatever, you know, 10 to 30x. And it went again. It did another 10 to 20x from this distance. Like, oh my God, to get total 300x. Oh man, this is why it's literally a Dogecoin miracle cycle. So, I know, obviously we can't see that again. We will see some sort of pump in the future. But if you're listening to this, you're thinking, you know, should I buy it? What's going on? I want to look at a few things. So When Doge pumps, it just spends a long time doing nothing. A very long time. But it's long time doing nothing. It only looks like it's a long time doing nothing because, let's look at this little part. Its pops, let me grab that. Its pops are so big that it makes the what comes after look very boring. Because it's just so euphoric, you know? So we have a look up here. We go, oh man, that was like really, really big. That was Elon Musk was on Saturday Night Live. This was the top, literally. I mean, I was telling everyone to go, this is a 100% top signal, but it's very hard, man, because if I think it's getting frothy and then it keeps going up, many people now say, oh, this person doesn't know what he's talking about. That's why it's very, very hard, because nobody knows exactly what's happening all the time, you know? And, you know, that's why people get into a lot of trouble, because there's no exit. There's no exit. So maybe we do this all of 2023, most of 2024. Something happens again where we just go down and sideways. And yeah, from the bottom, it's not that bad, man. Like 2.5x, okay? But this part was such a euphoric mania that it's going to be very, very hard to get close to it. I mean, you could see how long it took here. And it required Elon Musk to really push it up. Actually, I think it would have got here even without Elon Musk. You know, it got up here to literally the heavens with him, but because it's Doge. So, do you buy it? If you know me by now, looking at USD charts is useless. I only put these up because you can relate to them. We want to look at the Ethereum ratio, because before you spend any of your assets, you have to be thinking, can it beat Ethereum? And we used to think, can it beat Bitcoin? But ETH BTC ratio, so Ethereum is still cheap, you know. So another way to look at it is, you know, you can chart it against Bitcoin and then automatically buy Ethereum with it. That's one way to look at it, right? Or you can just simplify it and chart against ETH, which is what we have here. Here is Doge Ethereum. This is a log chart. We put it on regular. You can see, look at this mania. I mean, look at this, was nuts, right? Let's actually look at this. That's why this was an absolute miracle for him, for Elon Musk to be able to do this. This is a shotgun bullet to the head in terms of like just blowing through resistance and blowing everyone's expectations. So for the longest time, this is 2016, 17, 18, 19. I mean, you're not getting anything out of this. I mean, this is still decent, you know. If you're able to buy here, actually here's 2017, here's the bear market, you know, had this cute little 300%, but this rally as well, this was as Ethereum was collapsing, just to let you know, this little part. I remember this because this, around August 2018, many ICOs, all the scams, very unfortunate, they raised money in ETH and they were just dumping the lows, and they were just paper handing and drinking so much soy. They were just very, very weak. So this was more Ethereum getting blasted. We don't have that now. Ethereum's deflationary. So, you know, you can still see it. I mean, we had a pump here to here. Let's measure from here. Yeah, still 230% because Ethereum didn't move. That was a Dogecoin move. But you get the point, right? So down here, it's not going to change your life, you know, making a 1 or a 2x. If you get a spike and you can get out, you probably should. But look what, obviously, I don't like measuring bottom to top. This is disingenuous, right? Let's just say you got somewhere in the middle and you waited and you were very patient. Look, that person taking his like 2x and then begging to get back in, and you just held that one time, you get 11 or 12x on your Ethereum and you're done, you know. And Ethereum has gone up against US dollar during this point. So it's even more powerful. So what I like to look at is we have Doge Ethereum here, Doge Ethereum ratio. We are down from the top only 70%. And 70% for a stock is, you gotta go all in. You gotta go all in. But unfortunately in crypto, 70% is only just the beginning of the pain. Which is, it's nasty, man. I don't like it, but it's sad, man. It's sad. So, what did I do last time? Oh, this hurts. 98%. Oh, let's hope that doesn't happen, right? This part is Ethereum's strength. Ethereum was becoming the blue chip asset of crypto. So this is an unrealistic time to kind of measure against, because Ethereum did its 4,000x during this time up until January 2018. So it's very unrealistic we're going to see that again. Ethereum went from 31 cents, then $20, then $200, then $1,000, right? So it's absolutely insane. I don't know if we're going to get that ever again. I mean, those numbers just become ridiculous at that point. But still, I would not want to stand in front of this train. Personally, I wouldn't want to. It's only 71% down. But what would be somewhere decent to get? I would think anywhere like after 80. So here, anywhere here and lower. We just draw it anywhere here and lower. But, man, like just, I don't like doing this. But we're in for a lot of pain if you're in this. You're in for some pain. Look what it's done before, you know. Yes, this was pre-Elon Musk. This was pre-Doge. Don't worry about these parts. You will find that everything kind of repeats itself. Those people bag holding here, they will be saying, this time is different because we have Elon Musk, the meme lord. We have Twitter payments. We have adoption. Doge is more serious now. Doge is more widespread. They will say that. But I have to push back on that and say, no. You say, Habibi, you got the pump of all pumps to the heavens. The market priced in your adoption for you already. You can't say, okay, now we're not going to get the pain part because we got the good part. It does not work like that. You got the pricing in part. That's why it's really important to get in when no one believes. When no one believes, get in down here. Because when no one believes, the market's not pricing in anything good. And you're hoping that within your next 12 to 36 months of time holding, you know, or however long it takes, I say up to 4 years, you hope within that time, the market prices in adoption, which is what it did. It priced all your adoption here for you. And it happened so fast because people were so irrational and exuberant on it that now you have to pay the price for it. So are you prepared for this? This is something you've got to ask yourself. I want to own Doge again. Look, you know, everyone was laughing at me. I said, buy Doge because it's got a DOGECOIN as a logo. Everyone said, nah, stupid. We're never going to get a bull market ever again. What do you think happened to their faces when this was happening, you know? Many people just became literally Doge maxis. This is the power of a pump, what happens. That's what happens, man. So, we're in for some pain. And I've gone through the Tesla chart for a reason. Because crypto, let's go through it. Crypto equals tribes, alright? Crypto is made of tribes. Tribes have leaders, alright? Tribes have leaders. And then the final part is, we must analyze the leaders to figure out the strength of the tribe. That is what is going on here. We're going to have a light blue here, alright? We have to do this. This is how I do it. So, on the contrary, I am called a heretic, a lunatic, a poopy head, because people want to look at PE ratios and they say, oh, it's a meme and it's not serious, man. People talk like this because crypto is so bleeding edge. It's only been around for a couple of years. They don't have 100 years of Warren Buffett, Charlie Munger, all these investors saying price to earnings and book sale and depreciation, all these nerd stuff. They don't have these words in their lexicon, which is the vocabulary in their mind. They don't even know the words that we're going to be using for crypto. So when I say meme, Ponzi, scam, tribes, leaders, religious cult, they think these are bad. But no, I'm just describing network effects. So that is why I'm looking at Elon as the spear of Doge. So I personally think because Tesla's suffering, that this thing will suffer too. I think Tesla will keep suffering 2023, 2024. I think the Fed will cut rates. They will print money. But we have to understand, so when they print money and they cut these rates, they are doing it to repair a gap in the economy first, right? So basically, let's say they didn't print money, stocks go minus 90%. But they will cut rates and they print money. So instead of going minus 90%, they stop at like minus 30% to minus 50%. So now the gap is covered. And then we need another 6 months to progress, you know, another 3 to 6 months. And then they realize, oh, we're still sluggish. We now have to print a bit more. And what they do is the gap keeps getting closed, but eventually it's like filling up a bucket. Eventually the bucket gets full. And when we've closed the gap and people are starting to get a bit confidence again, then they start sprinkling the money. Then we get new highs. But before that, we're not going to get these new highs. We're not going to get that. Right now, we're in like recovery mode. And it's just a matter of time before the bucket gets filled. But we don't know when it gets filled. So, hope this explains why, even if Tesla, you know, goes sideways and doesn't have imminent death, we're probably going to see, you know, this, something here, up and down. That's what I think is going to happen. I want to eye out this Doge by the end of next year. I want to have a look again. End of next year. Because, like, let's say you could get this really nice bottom tick here. That'd be nice. That's not bad if you got up here. But this is the problem, right? If we only spike up to here and you're still holding out for the top and then we come back all the way down, you're going to feel a bit silly. Because, you know, you've used your precious Ethereum as capital. You only get plus 50% on it. And there's going to be other stories, other narratives, okay? That's the important part to think about. There will be other stories. There'll be other bleeding edge crypto tech. There'll be, you know, maybe other memes. Who knows? And they'll be smaller because Doge has a big market cap now. Okay? So, Tesla. Tesla is the key. Tesla is a reflection of the muskrat. Elon, I'm not sure if you know, but you know, in the past 14 months, so let's go all the way back here. I'm finding it for you. Wow, all right, wow. You see this whole period? Elon has sold 44 billion of Tesla. He has dumped on everyone. So people don't like this language I use, and I will keep using it. No, I'm not stopping. Yes, they dumps. Don't use. See, okay, I'm gonna have to teach you one thing. Okay, so founders, leaders, project developers, influencers, they will use code words because, you know, not everyone lies all the time. They will use code words to tell you that they're selling on you, but they don't want to say I'm dumping on you. They don't want to say it because that's the truth of what they're doing. They will use words such as, okay, they will use words such as trimming. They will use words as scaling out. They will use words as portfolio management, risk management, reallocation. They will just use these words. You see these like nerd finance words that I learned at uni. Those, I'm gonna make this dark red. These are warnings, okay? These are absolute warnings. So let's put here, warning, words to mean I'm dumping on you. Because that's what it is. So if you hear this anywhere, that's what this means. Okay? And there are other key words that they use. There are other key words. Because when it gets found out later on, when people have reputation risk, they want to say, no, I let everyone know I was managing risk. I let everyone know I was trimming. You know, that's what they say. But it means dumping. They are dumping. They're selling on you. They're selling on us. And that's a signal. Okay? So Elon Musk did this. Elon Musk did, you know what he actually did, right? Elon Musk tweeted right here. He said, actually I think it was in an interview. He said, one day Tesla will be bigger than Apple and bigger than Saudi Aramco together. And then literally the next day he sold another 5 billion of Tesla stock. So this is the type of stuff that everyone, they all do. So what they're doing is they're balancing their reputation with their real goal, which is they got to get money, they got to reallocate it, they don't want to upset everyone, because remember, we're all tribes, man. We're tribes. Can you imagine you're a part of a tribe, there's 100 people, and the tribe leader was like, you know what, I'm gonna go hunt some food for another tribe over there in the corner, like that we're not a part of, like in another land, crossing the river. You know, you get the point, right? How would you start to feel? The people in the tribe are like, what? You're not for us. You said you're for us, man. We're following you because of this. This exactly, man. It's literally the exact same thing. Parallel stories. The exact same thing. So Elon Musk, okay, he dumped. What's happening now? We're going to look at, look, Tesla, man, by the way, Tesla did a huge run. It did a 10x, went sideways, and then it did another 16x. So I see this as, oh, this is basically going to be a reflection of just the power of Doge. I don't know why, but this is what happens. It's contagious. What starts from the top, it runs down into the community. So we're probably going to see Doge continue to suffer. And I've spoken to you about the economy because they're not going to get Tesla back up to the moon, right? Maybe Tesla goes somewhere here for the next 1-2 years. Maybe something happens. Maybe it can recover, but still, it's in poopy land. It's in poopy land. Anything can happen in poopy land. And somewhere down the line, maybe 2025, when it's 1 year after the Bitcoin halving, maybe we're able to come back to the highs. So that's just something to consider. But we are going to look for other coins now. We know, even if Tesla was going in a bull market, I still wouldn't touch this. We'll check this exactly in 12 months. And, you know, most people think Doge is literally going to zero. Most people say I'm not even buying crypto because Doge is still over $1 billion market cap. So they are obviously completely wrong. But don't get fooled. We might see Elon do some Doge implementation to Twitter, and then you have some spikes up, and people think, yes, adoption, but you're going to have to pay the price. Because you're going to come back to my main point, you already got the pricing in here, right under the heart. You already priced in adoption here, and now you're paying the price of bag holders, okay? So friends, until next time.